Welcome to my first ever Toontown concepts video. In this series I plan to show off and present many concepts that various people in the Toontown community have made and produced. If you have a concept in mind that you'd like me to talk about, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. The very first concept video topic comes from the Sheer Squid. His concept is a new 8th gag track called Push. Let me say that I'm usually somewhat more critical with new gag tracks because I feel like usually they need to serve more of a purpose than rather just being another random attack gag, and this one definitely does exactly that. Essentially, push gags are the opposite of lure. Push gags push cogs backwards instead of bringing them closer like lure. The idea of this is that cogs only do half damage while being pushed. But that's not the only idea in this concept. With push gags being in effect, you now have 2 possible spaces per cog for trap gags. If a cog is pushed, then you can place a trap in either the lured position or the center starting position spot. There's 2 ways this could possibly be handled. If a toon lures after the trap is placed, the cog will move forward to the center starting spot and activate the center trap. Now you can either decide to make it so that double luring now brings the cog into the center trap and also into the trap on the lured spot, or just keep it single lure effects only and have separate rounds for each luring advancement from the pushed spot. Leave a comment deciding on what you would choose for that. Sound snaps the cogs out of their daze and they march back up to the center position, similar to how lure works. Drop is actually interesting with the push effect. If there's cogs in the center position, drop hits those cogs just as normal, but if there's cogs that are in the pushed position, drop can still hit them but only if it misses on the center position. So you can say theoretically that if there are cogs in the center and pushed positions, and you use a Titanic, you'll hit something no matter what. Drop's accuracy on pushed cogs are the percent chance it has to miss on a center position cog. The final extra benefit of this track is if you do decide to pick trap as one of your 7 tracks, it's impossible for you to not be able to train it solo now with the addition of push gags. The rough gag concept we ultimately came upon was this. The level 1 gag would be a fake cupcake. Your toon would pull it out and pretend to throw it, the cog backing up out of fear. This would only affect 1 cog. The level 2 gag would be a negative magnet. Instead of pulling it, it would push the cogs backward, affecting all 4 cogs. The level 3 gag would be a giant push broom. Your toon would pull it out and just sweep the cog backwards, only 1 cog a gag. The level 4 gag would be a leaf blower. Blowing strong gusts of wind, it would push each cog backwards into the push position. The level 5 gag would be a portable hole, similar to what your toon uses to travel around. It would toss a portable hole under a single cog that would send them backwards. The level 6 gag would be a conveyor belt. Your toon would pull out a button and once pressed, a giant conveyor belt would pop up from the ground, sending all of the cogs backwards. And last but not least, the level 7 gag would be a Tidal Wave. Another button press and a giant wave would come sweeping the cogs backwards into the pushed position. One last thing, push would be a low accuracy gag, similar to lure in its construction and in how long each gag lasted per round. I think with a little work and fine-tuning, this could be an actual fun gag in Toontown. I personally think that this works well with the current battling system, and I'd actually love to see this in action. Let me and Sheer Squid know what you think of this concept in the comments below. What should be tweaked? What should be added? Do you have a better idea for a push gag? Let us know. And last but not least, again, if you have a concept or know of a good one that you think would be great for a video, leave a comment letting me know. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time.